What's good, people? It's Ocean here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be cooking up a drill beat from scratch. That's what I'm in the mood for today. I just want to cook up a hard drill beat. I think I said this before, but drill is literally always the most requested video on the channel. Whenever I ask you what videos you want to see me do next, if you want to see me do a challenge, if you want to see me do a tutorial, you always say drill, show us how to make a drill beat from scratch. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. It's going to be fire. Let's get straight into it.
Ocean gang or drown.
Alright, so I've got Logic Pro X open and I've pulled up a melody that I've already created. I'm thinking about putting together a drill pack, specifically melodies for drill, and this is one of them that I've already made. It's really simple. The keys are basically and then on top of that we got so all together. And then to give it that typical drill vibe, make it sound a bit more darker, I added in some M rhythmizer to half speed it. So now it sounds like proper nice and dark. And then to go on top of that, I added in some vocal samples from a plugin called Octave. They got some sick vocal chops. So on top of that, it goes like this. And I panned it slightly to the left as well. Added in some reverb, some RC20 and some EQ. And then I bounced out the melodies, dragged back in the audio file and added in some effects on top of it. So first I added in some RC20 just to give it a bit of wobble and a channel EQ as well. So I'm going to take this melody, I'm going to add some drums and turn this into a full drill beat. I want to speed up this sample a little bit, so I'm just going to chop off the end right there. I'm selecting it, Command T and then delete, and then I want to raise this to, like, let's say, I don't know, 146 BPM, just something random like that. Then I'm going to drag the loop to 17 bars, and then I'm going to hold down Option so we get like this zigzaggy thing up, hold it, and let's drag that back down. So now we've time stretched it, I made it a bit faster. And then I'm just going to EQ it a bit, raise the highs. And I'm thinking maybe even to like change up the pitch a little bit, make it maybe a bit more darker. Like here, 95, that sounds good. For the drill drum sounds, I'm going to be using a lot of sounds from Splice, and then I've also got this kit right here. It's called UK Drill Samples, it's by K9Z. My younger brother sent this to me, he found it on the internet for free. So I'm sure if you do like a quick Google search, you could probably find the same sounds as well. Drag that first part in. Going to duplicate that, open up Ultra Beat again, record the default and add in a hi-hat. And then I want to add in some rolls. I'm going to choose that and then brush it in. I'm going to change the note velocities of these rolls, so I'm going to press that button there. Let's change it to note velocity, and then I'm just going to drag this cursor up like that. And I'm going to pan this all the way quite far to the right, because I'm going to add in a few more hi-hats on top of this as well. drag that in and then split that section. Command T, delete. Command R, join that up, Command J, and then let's pin this one, let's pan it to the left. Let me add that one in, I think that can work. Gonna turn it down even more and then just pan this one slightly to the left. And then this one's gonna go slightly, just slightly to the right. 4 different hi-hats in here. Let's just Command R that and join it up. Feel like I can definitely hear a triangle in this, so I'm gonna get a triangle for one of my packs. Also, Black Friday is tomorrow, which means I'm gonna be doing a huge sale on my website, and it starts today. 50% off every single kit on my site. Got a link in the description to my website below. Go cop yourself some kits, get yourself some high quality sounds for your beats, and start making fire. And it ends Friday, 11:59 Eastern time. So don't delay, don't wait. Go get yourself some kits right now. I want it to be like ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Let's turn this down a bit. The last thing to add on top of this now is the 808, and the most important thing about drill beats is the sliding 808. You have to make your 808 slide, go up into different octaves, all that crazy stuff. I have my gliding 808 preset right here. Usually if you've seen any of my videos, I use Alchemy to do the 808, but for glides, I just find it better to do the EXS24 sampler and Logic is stock. I'm just using an 808 by SX, and then I turn up the glide just a little bit and turn up the sustain, and it works out perfectly. To make this easier, I am just gonna turn off the sound shifter here on my main sample, and then at the end, I'll add back in the sound shifter to my 808. That over, join that up, and I'm going to do the second part of the 808s for the last 8 bars. Boom, boom. And then I like to just line up a note and then shift option up to move it up an octave so we can get the glide. That all together now, this is what we have. And also I did have my sound shifter on my main sample, so I've turned that back on, hold option and drag that to the 808, so now they're going to be both in the same key. This one's a banger. All I got to do now is rearrange this into a proper beat. So I'm just going to duplicate that, move that over to that side. This is going to be the audio without vocals, and this is going to be with the vocals. Let's Control R, move that all over to that side. In the intro, it's literally, usually it's just like hi-hat, not much else. I might even add just a little bit of echo here to turn down the feedback to like 20%. then I'm also gonna move that over, add in some more hi-hats here. And then I wanna repeat that over. And then here I'm gonna have some kicks. Bam, bam, bam. Here I'm also gonna add some 808s. And then usually just before the drop happens, there's some sort of effect like wow, wow, chicka, wow, 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 and then it comes in. But before that, I'm just gonna organize a drop here, holding Option to drag that back over. I don't want the kicks or the 808 to come in too early. I want the kick to come in right there. And then we go from there. So I'm gonna add in an effect right here. The way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna hold Shift, Command M to bring up my master track. Then I'm gonna go to the master track and add in M Rhythmizer. Then in M Rhythmizer, I'm just gonna find some sort of effect which I think sounds good. Let me just go for something like that. Let's get rid of the hi-hats here, some of them. And then I'm gonna open up the automation right here. Let's do the automation for M Rhythmizer. It's gonna be the dry and wet. At the moment, the automation is set to 100%. So if I was to play the whole song is gonna have the M Rhythmizer effect. But I just want the M Rhythmizer effect to happen there. So I'm gonna select just those 2 points. The rest of the beat is not gonna have that. So I'm gonna drag that down. Here, I'm also gonna drag that down as well. Move that over to the side a bit. And make sure everything else is on 0%. So now if I get rid of the automation and just play it, it should do that effect for me. Perfect. I really want to hear this with some vocals on top, so I'm gonna find an acapella on YouTube, drag it in, and hear how it sounds all together.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I just added in some vocals. It's a Digga D, Sav'O and TY freestyle. And I've put it on the beat, I've kind of made it the best timing I can. All together now, this is what we got.
Boxing draws 3-5 on scores for man if you want that.
Oh,
like your band on that combat juice can spill like cognac. Whip that shit, don't stop till I lock that. Heard as I mash on some.
This one is fire.
Verbal abuse is long, I stop that. Back up the mash shit, drop that.
And yeah, that is about it for this beat. I cooked up a sick drill beat from scratch. I hope you found it useful. I hope it helps you make better drill beats. If you did enjoy the video, smash that thumbs up button because it really helps. And drop a comment, let me know what you think about this one. Remember, Black Friday starts tomorrow, but we're starting it a bit early. We're kicking it off right now. Go to my website right now. Hit the link in the description below. Go get yourself a kit for 50% off. And yeah, that is about it for this video. I'll see you in the future.